How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I just cannot win with this fucking truck, dude. So the other day, I ended up parking on the power lines at work. Big mistake. My hood looked like a war zone, so like that, after that night of work, I went to the car wash really quick to rinse it off. Check this out. Big old chunk of paint just flew off. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fix that right now. So I'm gonna start with some 400 grit after I mask it off. Hit it with some 400 grit, just kind of smooth it. Then we'll hit it with some of this primer, SEM, whatever the hell that is. Anyways, then we'll hit it with our color, and then I'll probably kind of sand it a little bit more just to make it smooth. And then we'll hit it with some clear. This has hardener in it too, so shouldn't have to worry about it coming off again. But I'm gonna go ahead, mask this off, and kind of sand the edge a little bit. Alright, so we get it all masked off. We're gonna go ahead, hit it with some 400 grit. Then just kind of smooth the edge a little bit, and then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of this primer right here. And then once we hit the primer, we'll go ahead and sand that down. Make sure it's smooth and you don't feel any like ridges in the paint or the primer. First, we're gonna go ahead, hit it with a little bit of, or sand it first and then prime it. So I'll catch you guys after that. Alright, so we went ahead, got it all sanded, it's all smooth now. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit it with some like cleaner, like solvent. Just kind of wipe any dust and grease and anything away. So that way it helps paint adhere, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and spray it with the coat of primer. And then go ahead and I'll catch you guys after that. Alright, so we went ahead, got the primer all done. I'm gonna go ahead and just sand it lightly now. Just kind of smooth it out a little bit and then hit it with some paint. And then we'll hit it with, once we get the first coat of paint on, we'll hit it with some 1000 grit. Kind of sand it down. And then we'll do like 2 more coats. And then we'll do like a layer or 2 of clear. So let me go ahead, sand this down a little bit, and then hit it with a coat of paint. says after about 3 coats. It's my exact paint code. Now it might look a little just lighter because, you know, the other paint's been on there for the last 14 years and this one's new. But I think when I pull the tape off, I'm gonna just kind of, I don't know. I might sand it once this dries, and then hit it again. And then once the paint is dried, we'll hit it with some clear coat, and then take a, probably just let it, actually after that, probably just let it sit here overnight, so that way it's under the covered part. I don't know. I mean, you can still kind of see the mark, like where it was flaking, but it's whatever. Whatever. I mean, from afar, like you can't even notice it at all. I mean, in like certain spots, like with light, you can see it, but other than that, you can't. Alright, so we went ahead. There's a few coats on there already. I mean, like you can kind of see like where the chip was, but I mean, from afar, like you can't really notice it too much. But I mean, I feel like I think it's pretty good. I think it's good enough until I get a different hood, anyways. Because I plan to get a different hood because, like right here, you can kind of see it. Oh, it's taped off, but there's like some dents in the front of the hood right here. I mean, you can really notice them, like at certain angles. So I plan to get a new hood anyways. This is just kind of temporary because I got a parade on Saturday for the 4th of July, and I didn't want a massive ass chunk of paint missing and it just look gross. So this is just temporary until I get a different hood. But I'm gonna go ahead and put one more coat of paint, and then I'll do like 2 coats of clear, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, well, we got the last coat of paint on. Looks pretty good. I'll wait for this to dry, do a couple more 2 coats of clear, and we'll see how it looks after that. But I mean, it looks better than it did, but I don't really care because I plan to get a different hood anyways. Because right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's kind of a dent right there. There's another one over here. It's really noticeable in certain like angles of light. Then there's that, and it's also starting to chip like back in there. Yeah, the hood's just kind of beat up. So I plan to get a different hood anyways, if I can find one that doesn't look like hot ass. And then, you know, once we're done with the hood, you know, putting the clear coat on, we'll let it do its thing, just kind of sit overnight. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, so the rock lights that are on it, they worked until they didn't because the switch melted. They're still wired to the fuse box. I checked the fuse is good. They're still already wired to the battery, so we'll go ahead. I'm gonna take the wires that were connected to the switch because they just pulled the switch off, strip the rubber off it, and then hook it up to my little jump box. I'm not gonna use that one because that one's dead, but we'll use that one. Turn it on just long enough so you can see, like, you know, what rock lights are working and if they're all working, whatever. Because when I had the head gaskets done and I took it to the dealer, because I didn't know how the rock lights were ran, I told him, I was like, hey, you know, when you pull the cab off, if you need to, just cut the wires to the rock lights. I don't know if they did or not, but we're gonna find out. So, and if they did, I'm just gonna rip these rock lights out and put the ones I have in. Not today, but probably next weekend or the following weekend or whatever. But then within the next month, I'm gonna be busy as hell, so I probably won't have much time to do anything. But Anyways, I don't know. This hood's looking pretty good. Let that dry. I mean, you can still kind of see like where the flake was, like the chip part. But whatever. From afar, you can't really notice it too much. Like from like 6 feet, you can't really notice it. I'm sure at certain angles you could, but I don't really give a fuck because I plan to get a new hood anyways. So eventually, I just gotta find one that doesn't look like shit. And I want a steel hood, not a fucking, what is it, fiberglass or whatever the hell they're made of. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry and then do a couple more coats, of clear. All right, so we got the paint on. I went ahead and peeled a piece of tape off, just put one coat over it. I'm gonna do a couple coats of clear and then we'll call it a day. Well, we just put a couple coats on. I mean, you can definitely tell, but you know what? It's whatever. Someone who doesn't know, someone who, you know, just looks at the truck, doesn't really know that like that was there. They're not gonna notice that, but it looks better than it did. Honestly, I don't really care because I want to get a new hood anyways. So that just gives me another reason to get a new one anyways. But it looks better than it did. For the parade on Saturday, it shouldn't be able to notice it too bad. Now you might be able to see like the different shades. I mean, from afar, like we're only like 4 feet away from it. I mean, you can't really tell. But I don't know. It's dark now, so tomorrow morning when the light comes up, I'll go ahead and see it in the sunlight, see like how it looks. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish pulling this tape off and plastic. We'll see how it looks. It looks just like new. I mean, obviously when you get up like super close, you can see it, but like it doesn't look that bad. I mean, you know, I don't really care. It looks better than it did. I plan to get a new hood anyways, probably here within the next couple months. So we're just gonna rock it like this for now. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Looks better than it did. It's better than looking at a massive ass paint chip or paint flake, but that's not going anywhere. That paint's staying on there. That shit's pretty solid now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead. I got some little touch-up paint with my code. Go ahead and fill in these little chips. There's a bunch across the hood, like right here, right there, one right there. You know, just kind of filling all the little chips. But you know what? For, you know, me not really knowing necessarily what I'm doing and watching a few videos and researching a little bit, that doesn't look that bad. We'll just wait till tomorrow, till the sun's up, and then we'll see how it looks in the sunlight. Then we'll be able to really tell like if there's like a major difference in like the paint, like shade wise. But anyways, that being done, that being said, go ahead, I'll catch you guys tomorrow when the sun